Hello guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and today I wanted to touch on a very serious subject that just wriggled its way back into my life. Personal experience is always best to speak from, and that is spiritual warfare, demonic attacks, and the frequency war that we are in. And this war is being fought through frequencies. And as your frequency starts to raise, tests are going to get sent into your life. They're going to be demonic plants, demonic attacks that try to get you to lower your frequency, to go back in a state of fear, of lack. And earlier today, I was doom scrolling for a little while, and I decided it's time to break this doom scrolling up, because you honestly feel that in your soul. It is demonic attack. And that's something that we have a choice, we have control over. They do make it very desirable and attack your dopamine response, but overall we have control over that. So I let that go. I took control back over the situation, and I decided it's time to go to the gym. I'm gonna move this energy, this stagnant energy, and I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna align with pure light and authentic truth as much as I can. I've been coming out of a spiritual slumber recently, and what that requires is making decisions to align with pure light, even whenever it doesn't seem like the most desirable decision in the moment. Like, it might be boring, but you got to stick with it through that. So anyway, going past that, onto demonic attacks, and I've experienced this a lot. Whenever you start going to the light and pushing back against the darkness, you'll experience it like moths to a flame. What they can sense your pure light demons, and they will attack you. They can sense your light, they can sense the knowledge that you hold, and they will try to leverage that knowledge by referencing it in very cryptic ways to try to get you to be in a sense of fear, of lack, where you're scared that your light is going to dim, or that your light is going to be taken away. That's what they try to do. They're very little sneaky buggers. But okay, earlier on I went into the alley to throw away a can of cat food for the outdoor cats that we always feed, and then I decided I'm going to go to the gym. So I was out there, I threw it away, and some strange lady with a very odd off energy was out there walking in the alley. She definitely had schizophrenia, drugs, probably a combination of both, and just wasn't all mentally there. She didn't seem homeless. She had like a nice purse, nice bag with her, and she asked if I had any human food that she could eat because she's hungry, and I was leaving home, so I said no, sorry. And then she started to get kind of triggered by the answer no, and her energy got even more strange. She almost seemed in a way entitled, that I owed her something or whatever, right? But then she began to become threatening whenever I didn't give her what she wanted, and she started to say, what exactly did she say? She said, they're shooting you with that. That's how they're killing you. And I said, what? I had no clue what she's talking about. It sounded out there. And then she said the thing in the sky, and I'm like, oh, the chemtrails, right? And she's like, no, the big triangles that are over you. And this shook me. Like, whenever you're in the presence of a demon, you can tell that you're in the presence of a demon or someone with a demonic attachment. The person is not necessarily a demon, but they become a vessel for it through their low vibration. And in this person's case, it was most likely drugs, based on the state that they were in whenever I was chatting with them. And I didn't show it fear, but on the inside, my heart was starting to beat pretty fast. And it was the way that the entity speaking through her mentions that it was killing me, killing you, she said, so specifically me. That's what they'll do. Like, they'll sense whenever someone has light within them, and they'll say something like that, like, it's killing you, it's killing your light, it's dimming your light, is essentially what that is getting at. She didn't say killing us, she said killing you specifically. And that's how you know whenever it's a targeted, strategic, demonic attack, honestly, to try to get at your confidence in your light, and to get that to dwindle, and to get in a state of fear and lack. But I decided I was not going to do that. I had not the best start to my day, I guess. I mean, I went out and walked my cats before I got in that little doom scrolling phase, and it wasn't as long as it would be in the past, but it's just the energetic state it gets you in. Being in it at all for any period of time is not good. But I decided I was going to reverse that. this demonic attack that I faced was not going to get me in fear. Rather, it was going to help me reverse my day, give me motivation, ambition, to just fuel, to keep on moving and aligning with pure light. And honestly inspired me to make this video. So yeah, this video is gonna find who it needs to, because a lot of people might be experiencing these attacks and just be scared, not know. And I'm just here to let you know that I've experienced these demonic attacks, spiritual attacks, whenever I've been coming to light in the past, and honestly presently too, and they're gonna be heightening. So the best thing you could do is not feed it any fear. Honestly, just purify, sanctify your space within, and don't show it fear. That's what it exactly wants. It's trying to feed off of your energy. It's trying to attack your confidence, attack the pure light that you hold within you, but you just don't allow it to do that one bit. No. And I mean, it's scary whenever it happens. I mean, it's like, whoa, is this really happening? I mean, it is happening. It's supernatural, honestly. The veil is thinning, and as the veil continues to thin, this is gonna happen exponentially more. I mean, it's already happening at a rapid rate, but it's gonna happen more, and we gotta be prepared for that. And that is knowing that being secure in our pure light and not allowing these attacks, these pathetic, weak attacks, to get through to us whenever they come. I mean, really, we should not be giving these demons, these demonic attacks, these dark energies, entities, any sort of power over us. Whenever we're letting them usurp or surrendering our power to them, that is not good in the slightest. That's exactly their goal, and I'm just here to remind you that. And I have confidence, faith, that this is going to find who it needs to. Maybe you've had a demonic attack recently and you didn't know how to respond to it. Well, faith, courage, strength, and honestly, yeah, pray for the person that is the vessel for the demonic entity. I mean, their soul is obviously suffering. Whenever I've been, not to that degree, but I have been hosted before, I would say, whenever I used to go out clubbing and drink and shrooms, weed. Yeah, it's not putting yourself in a good space and is lowering your vibration whenever you're in that energy, and whenever you're consumed by like lust, like I used to be in porn. It allows things into your vessel because it creates a leak in your aura. The light seeps out and allows darkness to seep in, and that is exactly what that encounter in the alley was attempting to do. It was attempting to penetrate my aura so that darkness could seep in, but I recognize it from past experience and familiarity with pure light, and I was, no, that's not gonna happen. Not even in the slightest are you gonna get to me like that. No. No, it's honestly, it just shows you how pathetic and weak demons are, and how they can't harm you. All they can do is try to convince you that you don't have pure light within you. But whenever you recognize that you do, what do their attacks mean? I mean, they're just deprecating themselves at that point. They're not harming you. I mean, it's crazy. This is going to be happening more and more, guys. And it's, in a way, sort of somewhat exciting, I guess, because it allows us to practice our sovereignty. And okay, the first thing I did in any situation like this, whenever you go through something like that, this is the first thing I did, and this is the first thing that you should do, is cast out all demonic attachments, hexes, curses, spell work, voodoo, Santeria, Ifa, demonic rituals, attachments, worship, anything of the sort. No weapon formed against me or my loved ones will prosper at all, and I invite in the pure light of God, Yeshua Holy Spirit, into my vessel. I purify, sanctify my soul, my space, and I purge out any darkness. I seal my aura nice and tight. No darkness is getting in whatsoever. You have to resort back to confidence in pure light. I mean, that's honestly, and I'm saying this with a little bit of vigor because it is just genuinely the truth. Time and time again in the past, when I've gone through these experiences, I went back to pure light and being confident in pure light, and just knowing that I was safe, I was guided, I was protected, and these attacks were curbed. They didn't have any attachment, any hold over me, and they honestly only strengthened me because it gave me more a heightened awareness of how these energies were trying to get at me. So just be aware of these things that are happening, and if you're aware, you can do better. You can sanctify your space, Make sure that you're not engaging in things that are harming your soul, that are opening you up to these sort of attacks. And I think that I maybe could have been slightly open to this attack because of that doom scrolling that I had just done right before that. So it could sense that I have light within me, but I wasn't in my highest vibration state that I could have been. So it took hold of that opportunity to try to attack me then whenever I was lowest, if you know what I mean. No, you gotta resort back to pure light and confidence in authentic truth in those moments. It's not gonna take you off that path of pure light if you're truly grounded in your faith, in your beliefs. Like, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you are, because this found you. This resonates probably because it's synchronicity, honestly. I guarantee you there's people that are watching this video right now that just went through a similar experience, and this is, I hope, clarity for somebody. Yeah, maybe you responded the right way, and it's just clarity that, yes, you did it the right way. Or maybe you responded with fear. This is just a reassurance that there's no need for fear. No. Fear lowers your vibration. Fear is the goal whenever these attacks happen. Fear and lack of self-belief. They try to get at your your self-trust. They try to make that dwindle, but we're not going to allow that to happen. We recognize how these demonic attacks happen. They happen in patterns, loops, and we ain't gonna let that happen. Have a good one. And so it is.